Hi, my name's Tom Leeman. I'm from Delray Beach, Florida. And like most Americans, I'm extremely concerned with global warming, terrorism, resource wars, the devaluation of the dollar, the huge trade imbalance, the federal deficit, and inflation. All these things seem separate, but actually they're all interrelated, and they all have to do with one thing, and that's peak oil, or where demand exceeds production. Everyone knows that burning fossil fuels causes global warming. Alan Greenspan has said that our adventure in Iraq is largely about oil. The wars in Afghanistan and Iraq are going to cost the American people untold trillions of dollars. And our meddling in the Middle East causes terrorism. And the reason we meddle is because we need the oil. Every day the United States imports 16 million barrels of oil at $81 per barrel. And all those US dollars are flooding into foreign hands, and the world is awash in dollars. The devaluation of the dollar is the classic definition of inflation. Today, according to the Energy Information Agency, the world consumes 87.5 million barrels per day. And demand is expected to rise 4% per year, while the production of oil is expected to decline by 1% per year. If you understand exponentials, within 10 years, the world will demand 160 million barrels of oil per day, while we'll only be able to produce 77 million barrels. And that's a huge shortfall. We have no other choice but to turn to alternative energy. And I'm not talking about nuclear energy, coal, or ethanol. Ethanol is a boondoggle. If we took all the corn that we produce in this country, which is 10 billion bushels of corn, and turned it into ethanol, it would only meet 2% of our gasoline needs. And it takes almost a gallon of gasoline to produce a gallon of ethanol. It's a boondoggle. It's a talking point. And it's a big mistake. Nuclear energy, well, that's a finite resource also. And it's problematic because you have to dispose of the nuclear waste afterwards. Coal, needless to say, is a finite resource, and also it's extremely dirty. Extremely dirty. So those three things, I don't see them as alternatives. The way I see it, the only three alternative choices that we have are solar power, geothermal, and wind farms. Solar power, if you made an array of 100 miles square of solar panels, it would produce enough electricity to meet the demands that we have currently. Wind is everywhere, and Yellowstone National Park is a giant volcano. There's your geothermal. We need electric cars. Lotus produces a car today that goes from 0 to 60 in 4 seconds. That's as fast as a Corvette. And it has a 200-mile range. The technology is there to become completely energy sufficient with zero emissions. The bonus is we get to keep all of our money, stop devaluating the dollar, we won't have to participate in resource wars, and there'll be a huge economic boom brought about by the switch to alternative energy. My question to you is, do any of you have the political will, do any of you have the courage to lead America towards energy independence and economic prosperity? Thank you very much.